So in this video, we're going to go over how to write an equation for a proportional relationship. Okay, so let's get to it. During his last visit to the gas station, Hugo spent $31.96 on 8.5 gallons of gas. During the visit, he noticed the cost of the gas, represented by Y, is proportional to the number of gallons purchased, represented by X. Write an equation that can be used or could be used to determine the cost of gas given the number of gallons purchased. All right, so at this point, we'll underline what we're being asked to do. Write an equation that could be used to determine the cost of gas given the number of gallons purchased. So the number of gallons purchased has to be given. So that is an independent variable, whereas the cost depends on the number of gallons. So the cost is going to be Y, and it's written that way here. So we're going to write that out, cost, and then gallons. And there's very specific letters that go with that, right? So we said that the cost is Y and that the gallons is represented by X. So that already is set up to represent our proportional relationship. Okay, so it's all set up for you. So we're going to take the information straight out of the problem, right? We already know that the cost is $31. Wait, let me use the equal sign instead. $31.96. Okay, and we know that that's for 8.5 gallons. Okay, so we're going to write an equation just using this information right here. Okay, so we're gonna rewrite everything just so you see where the numbers are going and how things are moving, right? So 3196 over 8.5, and I'm gonna write 8.5 instead. Okay, so as we move ahead, please understand that what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply this side by X, and I'm going to multiply this side by X as well. So I'm doing the same thing to both sides of the equation, which keeps it equal. All right, and by doing that, you notice that I can eliminate this X down here because X over X is just 1. So 1 times Y is going to be Y. Okay, so what you get on this side is just Y, and what you get on the other side, nothing has changed, is 3196 over 8.5, and that is multiplied by X. So the only step I now have to do is to simplify what's inside of the parentheses, and that's going to leave me with my equation. So this is going to be Y equals, and let's calculate that very briefly, right? We go to our calculator, and we have 3196 divided by 8.5, and that gives you $3.76. So the cost of a gallon of gas is $3.86. So what this equation represents is the cost of the gasoline will be $3.76 times the number of gallons that you are buying. So that's what that represents.